Justin, when you guys watched the film again on Saturday, what kind of stood out about the offensive play and the offensive line play?
Yeah, I mean, first half we just executed almost every assignment, as you saw on the score. Second half, Stanford changed up the look a little bit. They did some good stuff, and we just weren't executing at our potential. So I'm grateful for that opportunity that happened. Helps us learn, helps us adapt to stuff like that. It's the first time we've gotten that look all year. So I'm grateful for the opportunity, but we definitely have to come out and execute better second half.
We were just talking to Coach Riley, and he said in the second half you guys not necessarily slowed down. Travis Dye said you guys might have gotten a little complacent. Do you agree with that?
I mean, yeah, maybe everything stemmed from that a little bit, the mentality-wise. So it kind of goes back to just grateful for that experience and just learning from that. Yeah, just got to be better second half. But I'm grateful for that happened. Now we know what not playing 4 quarters can look like. You know what I mean? So they could have easily come back up. And we got to better execute moving forward.
Have you ever been part of an offense at any level that's this efficient? I mean, you had 8 possessions against Rice. You had all touchdowns, 1 field goal, 1 punt. 5 possessions in the first half against Stanford, all touchdowns. I mean, coming along pretty quickly.
It's credit to all the coaches. They sit up there for hours and they make a game plan that's it's elite. For every team we play, and so they just do a good job of making the game plan and then making sure that the expectations are met and executed. So really, I mean, yeah, we have to come out here and execute, but credit to the coaches, man. They're our football gurus and geniuses up there, so they make an awesome game plan for us, and it's fun to play for.
Riley mentioned that Cortland's going to be rested a little bit this week. What have you seen from Bobby kind of in these first 2 games, kind of rotating in there?
Yeah, I mean, Bobby's experience, he has a lot more game. Yeah, he probably has his 3rd or 2nd most games played. I know Voorhees probably has 1, and then it's either Brett or Bobby. So Bobby's experience, he's a great player. He has a lot of experience, but one thing that we got him on is that we've had a few more playbooks than him. So adjusting to a playbook might be a little new to him. But no, he's picked it up fast. And then he's a great communicator out there. He does really good things, and they both do a great job. And I'm excited to see him play this weekend.
You play on the same side as Jonah. Can you talk about his growth you've seen?
Yeah, Jonah's a smart player. In the future, I could see him being an NFL center. He's that genius of a player. He's always dialed in, with what's going on in the game. Shoot, he might be even a coach when he's older. He's just one of those player savvy guys that just knows what's going on, and so he's a great player to play next to, a great communicator, and it makes my job easier. Not that I can not communicate, but he's on top of things all the time.
What are some things that have stood out about Fresno State's front?
Yeah, I mean, definitely some bigger D linemen inside. And good pass rushers, good run block. They're good at protecting the gaps, and they got some good backers in there. And Ray Scott, I'm excited to see him. I've been with him for 4 years, so it's going to be good to see him. All respect for their defense. It's a great team at Fresno State this year, and we look forward to coming out against them.
You excited to go up against Ray Scott in a block?
I guess I'm more excited, just to see him. So,
how do you feel like being a team captain has been through the first 2 weeks? Obviously, preseason being a captain going into the season, but now that you're in a season, game days and block ones and stuff.
It's always a growing job, you got to adapt to new circumstances and new things that happen on the team. You can't get complacent. It can be easy, sometimes you don't feel like leading as hard as you need to. But I think that's a great thing about this team is there's so many more leaders than just the 4 of us. And so there is a high standard upheld, and some days when we don't want to come out here and practice, we got to get a little delusional, a little spunky, and then have a great practice. So.
In Hiram Lincoln Riley, there were high expectations, and just from my perspective, it's almost like they've been exceeded to a certain degree. How are you guys looking at this as players?
Yeah, I mean, what you should expect, every season, and so far we've done well on offense. I feel like we've definitely executed. You probably saw last game a few little lumps and bumps. So it's stuff that you need to correct. Not everything's always perfect. So I'm excited to see where this team can go because there's just great talent on here, and great potential. And if we can dial in the little stuff, eliminate some of the mental errors, and just execute the plan to full potential, this team's going to go somewhere far.
Thanks, Justin.